From a humble Nigerian boy to a billionaire, changing Africa forever. Have you ever heard of someone who turned just one opportunity into a billion-dollar empire? This is the story of Tony Elumelu, the man who went from a small town in Delta State, Nigeria, to becoming one of Africa's wealthiest and most respected businessmen. And no, he wasn't born with a silver spoon, but through hard work, vision, and smart thinking, Tony has transformed not only his life but the lives of thousands of Africans. Let's take it from the beginning. Humble beginnings. Tony Onyemachi Elumelu was born on March 22, 1963, in Jos Plateau State, Nigeria, into a middle-class family of 6 children. He's Igbo by ethnicity, and originally from Anisha Ukwu in Delta State. His father was a civil servant, and his mother a businesswoman, so from an early age, Tony was exposed to both structure and hustle. One of his brothers is Ndudi Elumelu, a well-known politician and minority leader in the Nigerian House of Reps. But even though his home was filled with love, money wasn't always plenty. Education. Tony studied economics at Ambrose Alley University, where he graduated with a second-class lower 2.2. Now, most people would have given up at that point, especially in Nigeria, where people say without first class or 2.1, you won't go far. But Tony didn't listen to the noise. He went on to get a master's in economics from the University of Lagos, proving that you don't need to be the best student. You just need to believe in yourself and never stop learning. Early career and struggles. In 1985, Tony started his NYSC at Union Bank as a Youth Corps member. After that, he took one of the most humble jobs, selling copiers and office machines. Yes, the billionaire you know today once walked around offices, knocking on doors just to make a sale. He once said, "I was young, hungry, and hardworking, but just one of thousands of Nigerian graduates eager to succeed." But unlike many others, Tony had vision and resilience. He kept climbing. He later joined Allstate's Trust Bank. Then, in 1997, everything changed. The turning point at just 34 years old, Tony led a small group of investors to take over a struggling bank, Crystal Bank, which they rebranded as Standard Trust Bank. Many thought they were crazy, but Tony turned that small bank into one of Nigeria's top banks within a few years. Then, in 2005, he made history. He led one of the biggest mergers in Africa between Standard Trust Bank and United Bank for Africa, UBA. Building UBA. After the merger, Tony became the group managing director of UBA. Under his leadership, UBA expanded from a local Nigerian bank to an international brand with operations in 20 African countries, as well as in France, the UK, and the US. He turned UBA into a Pan-African powerhouse. He stepped down as GMD in 2010, but he's still the chairman of the UBA Group today, creating wealth. But Tony wasn't done. In 2010, he founded Heirs Holdings, his private investment company that invests in power, oil and gas, hospitality, real estate, health, and finance. He also bought a controlling stake in Transcorp, the owners of the prestigious Transcorp Hilton Hotel and several power plants. Through these ventures, Tony has built massive wealth, creating jobs and opportunities for thousands of Nigerians. Giving back the Tony Elumelu Foundation. In the same year, 2010, Tony created the Tony Elumelu Foundation, TEF, a platform to empower entrepreneurs across Africa. In 2015, he committed $100 million to support 10,000 African entrepreneurs over 10 years through training, mentorship, and funding. His belief? Africapitalism, that the African private sector can drive the continent's development through entrepreneurship. So far, thousands of lives have been transformed by this initiative. Awards and recognition. Tony's impact has not gone unnoticed. He has received MFR, Member of the Order of the Federal Republic, 2003. Commander of the Order of the Niger, 2012. Commander of the Order of the Federal Republic, CFR, 2022. Times 100 Most Influential People, 2020. Belgium's Officer in the Order of Leopold, 2020. Multiple philanthropy and business awards across Africa. He's also been honored by Bayero University with a Doctor of Business, among many others. Conclusion. So how did Tony Elumelu become extravagantly rich? Not by luck, not by corruption, but by vision, discipline, strategic thinking, and a deep belief in Africa's potential. He believed in people over profits and in solutions over complaints. From a 2-2 graduate selling copiers to a billionaire investor and philanthropist transforming a continent, Tony's story is proof that your background doesn't determine your future. If you were inspired by Tony Elumelu's story, drop a comment below. What's one thing you're taking away from this story? Like this video. Subscribe for more inspiring stories like this.